Now it's time for a little bit of Monday motivation for us this morning. In today's world, Nigeria especially, where the disparity between the rich and the poor is as wide as the ocean, and making ends meet is a struggle every single day. The impatient youths of today now constantly are on the prowl for the quickest means to make money. Fola Daniel Adelesi is here to motivate us and talk to us about the get-rich-quick syndrome that is basically enveloping all the youths of today. Let me ask you a question. Is it their fault?
Whatever you do in life, you always have to take the responsibility. The society will put things in front of you, but you have to own up to whatever you do. Nobody will bear the consequences for you. And since nobody will bear the consequences for you, you can't say it's someone else's fault. For example, we always heard when we were growing up, wealth gotten by vanity will soon diminish. I also used to hear money has wings and it will fly away. But the difference is if you learn how to build money by yourself, you would also learn how to be able to hold on to it for a longer period.
I want to say something. Most of the time, like even while I was growing up, I mean, I grew up in the 80s. And what we had heard or what we were taught was that hard work always pays.
Exactly.
And we watched our parents work so hard for so long.
That's true.
And my dad was unable to retire at 60 because, you know, he just had to continue working. He had 6 kids, you know, kids were in the university, some were in secondary school, and he just continued to work and work hard and work hard until he died. So a lot of the younger generation looking at this situation today are saying,
they don't want to go in that line.
I'm not going to go in this direction. I'm not going to work the next 40 years for someone and be earning a salary or be trying to, you know, make ends meet. So, which is why they're now thinking, look, we're going to go the way of the get rich.
Now, I think what we need to remember is that in those days, they didn't have as many platforms as we do today. Technology wasn't a boom. It is now. It makes it easier for you to get rich. It makes it smarter for you to work, spend little time and still make money. What we must understand is it's not really about working hard, it's about working smart. If you work hard and you make money, it's not the money that you make by working hard that actually prospers you. It's what you do with the money that you have made, how you are able to multiply the money that you make consistently. That's what actually prospers you. That's what makes you wealthy. So too many people think that they must make money quickly, first because they're looking at the materialistic things. There's the peer pressure. There's the pressure from the society. On television today, what you see most times is the newest video. On the newest video, you see the latest cars, you see the latest wristwatches, you see the latest iPhones, you see the latest brands of whatever gadget that people are producing. So everybody wants to have that. They show you how powerful you are when you have those things. And they give you that impression that if you don't have those things, then you're not powerful. It's the power of advertising. It's also a consequence. Advertising has its good side because the manufacturer makes money, but it also has its downside because those who are not able to afford it think that they are not smart, they are not there, they don't have money. However, we must understand that everything is not what you see.
Right. So now let's talk about the fact that even nowadays, I like that you brought up the issue of technology. So technology is the 21st century. People can make technology work for them and things like that. But what we have also discovered is that inventions, people developing apps, solutions to problems, also help you get rich quicker. So a lot of the young people are also thinking in this direction. Is this positive or negative?
Okay, that's a positive one. See, the get-rich-quick syndrome doesn't affect those who are offering value in exchange for money. I think when you say get rich quick, it's somebody who wants to make all the money in the world without commensurate value.
Right.
So if you're going to
value is key.
Value is key. If you want to get rich quick, the question is what value are you exchanging in offer for the money that you desire? If you don't have any value to offer, then you can't be looking for serious money. But for example, I have an idea. I'm exchanging value. I have a solution for something, and I say what I want for it is $1 million. Now, how much I charge for whatever I'm offering is relative. It's totally at my
It
discretion.
depends on the value that I'm giving at the end of the
Exactly.
day. So if I develop an app like Uber or
You can say you
Facebook,
want $1 billion for it. If somebody can pay, that's good. But when you don't have anything to offer and you want money at all cost, that's getting rich quick.
right, which is what will then lead to crime
Exactly.
and the wrong kind
That's
of
why
things.
people are stealing, and at the end of the day, they lose their mind, they lose everything. You may eventually make the money in very rare occasions, but what happens to you at the end of the day?
Okay, so what's the mindset? Because usually that's the challenge. Well, what's the mindset? Is the mindset patience? Is it
The
let me look for
mindset
something?
really
Yeah.
is value, and expect that you must have something to offer, something tangible. And once you offer something that people are willing to pay for, then think about how to multiply what you're getting in return over time. It's not an overnight thing, it's an overtime thing.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, people don't want to hear things you go better or, you know, in the sweet by and by. You know, things are gonna
Go
get
and check all the billionaires in the world. None of them made it overnight. They had their years. They had the times when they started from their basement. They had the times when they started from the garage. They had the times when they started from a parking lot. They made it over. Nobody made it overnight. All that you see that you call overnight success, go and check them out. They've had years of working from their bedroom before they got into the boardroom and before they made that money. So people walk behind, we don't see the behind the scenes. That's why we think people made it overnight.
Right.
It takes time. And you've got to admit the fact that it takes time. But it doesn't just take time, you must offer value.
So the key thing is value.
Value.
The key thing is sitting down and saying, what can I do?
What can I do? What can I add to someone else's business? What can I add to someone else's success? How can I make life better for someone else? So long as you're thinking in that direction of value and service. Two important things, value and service.
Right.
If you can come up with a value and service, then you make money. And the next thing would be financial intelligence,
Yeah.
which tells you how to multiply
What
the
you
money.
do with the money that you made. I like it. I mean, the fact that I can sit down and come up with a service
Yes.
or come up with
product.
a product
Yeah.
and say, look, this is what I want for this thing. And
Exactly.
people are willing to pay for it, then I get rich.
That's it.
Excellent.
So it's very important. Value, service, and when the money starts coming in, financial intelligence to multiply it.
Wow, amazing, amazing, Fola Daniel. It's always I always get motivated when I talk to you because I know that when you some of the things that you talk about are the right things that show us the path that we should go.
It's always
Thank you
a
so much
pleasure.
for joining us.